battery technology to enable ultra-fast charging.
We happy? Yeah, we happy.
0 to full in 15 minutes.
Maybe you've heard about Morel and Morel e-bikes that feature a battery that can be charged within 15 minutes, not 15 hours or 15 years, 15 minutes. And one of the guys that play a crucial role at Morel is Gary Fisher. Welcome.
Thank you.
Really nice to have you here.
It's good to be here. I mean, this is such a good center for innovation and people that really are doing things in the e-biker right here.
You are doing things. Finally, you launched a bike featuring the battery this year at the Sea Classic.
Right.
This is one of a kind battery. It's really different to, let's say, a Bosch power tube or something like that. Can you explain just maybe in some simple words what the difference is between these two batteries?
Certainly. It's chemistry more than anything.
Okay.
And then it's the anode is silicon instead of carbon. Okay. And we chose, they really was interesting to me, technology that can be done currently in the system. If you go and you invent something brand new, the system is minuscule. It's just you, right? You're an orphan. Mm-hmm. And we've got a battery manufacturer in Taiwan. We've also got a charger manufacturer in Taiwan that make these things. Mm-hmm. And we provide a lot of that, what we say, secret sauce. And I like to define, like the older technology is scrambled eggs. This is a souffle. Or you could say, oh, it's been hot rodded. Okay. But that's a little difficult because when you mention that, it might blow up, right? So, one of the key aspects is the safety and the intelligence of this battery. Absolutely. So the first bike that we are making is focusing on only one thing: the battery and the charger and the motor. Well, these three things, just the power system. And we're going to hardwire, I believe we're able to hardwire the rear derailleur in and the lighting. Okay. And at this moment, we have plans to make an intelligent bike, but not on this model.
Yeah.
We want to keep this model as simple as possible and make the dreams or what we talk about come true. That's number one. So we're really, I like to plan where you go slow and develop and everything. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Bosch. It's crazy. I've got an old Trek Bosch equipped bike, 13, almost 14 years old now.
Oh.
That last year, it failed.
Yeah.
And I analyzed it and bought the part. The part was still available. Woo! For less than $100, I'm back on the road.
Yeah.
That's good, and so I can admire that company.
Okay.
Really.
You just want such a quality for Morel bikes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it's the classic thing. You get a product that you get over 5% return. You just killed everything.
Yeah.
It's a fail, big time. I don't want to see that happen. I want this to work right. And so we're really being a little cautious.
Do you have any idea why nobody came up with this idea just before?
Well, chemistry is incredible and complex. And science is more complex than anybody. In the old days, we called that magic or like worse, right? Those were the explanations. And that's not it. The human race, we're starting to wrap our hands around knowledge. We're getting there.
Okay.
It's exciting.
But all the other companies want to get there as well, but they don't.
We will have some cooperation.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
you want to spread your idea or the concept
of course
of the battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want this to become normal.
Okay.
Really, don't we all?
Yeah.
If I hang on to it too exclusively, then I get a lot of attackers.
Okay. Yeah. This could be. You launched the bike and it features a motor from Bafang, I guess.
No?
No?
Vinca,
Okay.
that one. This is with Vinca. And I just saw Marcus Stork walk by and he introduced us to Vinca.
Uh-huh.
I'm rather grateful for that.
Okay. Can you name some specs of the motor? What will have?
It's just, it's
not settled yet.
you know what?
Huh?
I forgot some of the details.
No.
But it's a good, it's powerful. It's not super powerful, but you know, I understand that the regulations are in flux over here, right? And so we developed the first model for the States because that's not going to change. And you know, it's like they're talking about ultimate power and everything. They want to reduce it here.
Yeah.
And you know, I understand that, you know, totally. But it's going to take time. But I'll tell you, the motor's really quiet. That's one thing. You know, it's super quiet, and the bike looks like a regular bike, and you can carry the bike up the stairs. That's one of the big things. It's like we're using 650B wheels. I like big wheels, but these are better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're lighter and they're easier to get into an apartment or an elevator or something like that.
Yeah.
So this one is really aimed at urban living, you know, without a lot of extras. But we'll do extras, definitely. You know, I want a really smart bike. I mean, I'm thinking crazy things like I'm going to have almost like microphones on the bike. Well, like microphones, but you know, then I can tell what's wrong with the bike. You know how a good mechanic can tell what's wrong with your bike by listening to it? Mm-hmm. It's true. I can. Okay. I can tell you what's wrong with your bike.
Yeah.
You know, and it's another piece of analysis that we will achieve. Okay. You know, and I think other people, you know, that will become normal. I think. You know, I mean, it's already. I think look at the automobile industry and things that they have permanently etched in people's minds. Are you going to undo that? No. So you want to, you know, follow them in a way. It's like when I do a cargo bike, I'm going to pattern it after more an American SUV and what a mom expects, right? You know, all the safety features like a 5-point harness, like I'm going to do airbags. I mean, I want that thing and like make it so it has sort of a roll bar effect. So like the kids can't get hurt. Geofence speed control. This stuff has been around for the last 10 years. Trucking companies use it, you know, like that. And you have that. It's like, okay, people park in the bike lane in the States a lot. It's a mess. Then you got to go around the car and then you're vulnerable to other cars coming by. And we can do a system where, man, you can't stop in a bike lane. Your car won't lock. Your engine won't go off. Okay, that changes habits. Yeah. Right? So that's and like politically, who's going to enact that? Well, here's the way it could work, is you say the bad drivers, well, the only way you're coming into our city is you got to have the system, right? Okay. And then the insurance companies do the rest because it's you want a lower rate? I have just the program for you here.
Okay.
Right.
You mentioned some details and I thought, oh, maybe they've got plans to even widen the operation of the business and even thinking about coming to Europe with this bike.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I want to be worldwide. Come on, that's the way we live.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be able to access it anywhere I go. You know, that's the dream, you know, and that's what we're trying to pull off.
Okay. How far is the dream? Can you
you know, come on, it depends. It depends on what partner we get.
Okay.
And we've been talking to a number of people that are really, there still are some healthy distributors left in the world, but you know the situation. It's a crazy time. I have never seen it like this. You know, and what's interesting is like there's new players. Oh, brother. That are big, really big, that are snuck up in it's like Super 73. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You know, we look at bike people look at that and say, well, this is lawnmower tech. And it is. You know, they come from, you used to have a lawnmower engine and this was a frame design. You could put the lawnmower engine in. And that's the classic design. And you look at their website, they say we're bringing classic motorcycle design and kids together. And bike people go, what? That's wrong.
Yeah.
And they're all on these really fat tire bikes, and it's so popular, you can't believe it. And the schools locally for kids, like 16 through 18, that the high schools, they banned the Type 2, which is, the throttle.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what do the kids do? They park a block away, my friend. And that's like, I know this for a fact. Okay. And the sales of those things are nuts. And I go into a traditional bike shop, beautiful bike shop, and the place is empty.
Okay.
And the guy, I say, hey, what about Super 70? Oh, they're no good. The brakes are lousy. And like there's a bad attitude, And the guy's got bad attitude. And people just turn off and turn around. And okay, I'm at the Taipei show this year, and I run into one of my old friends at Trek Bicycle, and he's working for Super 73 now. He's gonna fix. You're gonna fix the. Heck yeah, I'm gonna fix the brakes. Hey, let's work together. He says, yeah, let's work together, Gary. My attitude is, look, these kids are learning to ride with two wheels. That's a big deal.
Okay.
A really big deal, that they know how to operate the thing. And then the other part is that all of a sudden, I'm working with my city council and telling them, look, this is what you need. And we're like on the San Francisco Bay. So I want to do ferry systems like they have in Australia, in Sydney, because it's fantastic. Anyway, that's one aspect. Another is that we're going to widen the bike path by twice. And then to make the pedestrians safe, that surface they'll put on running tracks, we're going to put that there.
Yeah.
When you ride your bike on it, it's slower. It's so, we want a self-policing world because we can't afford the police. And sometimes they're corrupt. I didn't say that. But it's like, we want, and we're going to have it to a degree. And people like say, oh, we're going to be like China, where they're looking at everything and they're like, well, to a degree, yeah.
Okay. But when you are going into politics.
Oh yeah, no.
Will there still time be?
Well, here's the best part about the city council. I'm not finished with this line.
Yeah.
We're going to do trails that'll be walking trails and bike riding trails that are designed for kids.
Okay.
Right? And we have all these roads that were done in the 70s that go straight up the hill and really steep.
Yeah.
Well, these will be connectors through the whole thing. There are no connectors. And the city council is going, yeah, let's do it. It was like, I would have never have gotten that, 5 years ago. Things changed. Yeah. We live in a little beautiful island. It's almost an island on the San Francisco Bay.
Yeah.
And they have not, the streets there are from way old, and they're very narrow, really narrow and everything. And when I was a kid, people would drive around there and fast. 45 miles an hour, was screaming fast on that thing. Nobody would walk. And come the pandemic, walk my dog, and people walking all over the place. And you don't drive fast anymore. That's your neighbor. You don't want to hurt your neighbor. No way. And it's changed things. People slowed down and they found out, I'm not any later. I'm happier.
And with Morel, you want to change things as well. You're thinking about installing an infrastructure for charging. Can you tell us something about this?
Well, actually, it's what's amazing. Okay, here's the really cool part about this battery is that 110 volt, 15 amp. That's all you need. It's crazy, to get there, and that's magic to me. It's like, how do you do that? But that's the good part, and we're talking about having, but if you get something that's drawing 15 amps and you want to have in front of a cafe and in a shopping district, you want to have chargers for, 20 bikes and it'd be quick, you do it and you're out of there. But then you're going to need, that's the type of infrastructure we're talking about.
Okay.
So it's not a really heavy infrastructure. It's like there was a Chinese electric car maker that did a battery, or they have a car that recharges super fast. But the backup for that thing is insane. You could take a whole neighborhood and do a brownout, It's like, that's like the catch.
Okay.
So people are asking, well, what's the catch? What's the catch? And it's like, is it going to blow up? Does it get too hot? Does it do this? Does it do that? And I say, no. Well, actually, we figured all that out because that was an absolute requirement of VTOL. It's got to be safe and reliable.
Yeah. Knowing your history as a biker, where does your passion for e-bikes does come from? Because you're coming from a very different.
I'll never forget. I was working in a bike shop. I was in my early 20s, and this woman comes in and says, "Hey, it doesn't work. It doesn't go. It doesn't go." And I ride the bike around. It's fine. I get her on the bike, and she is sort of upset that she's got to really press on the pedals.
Oh, I see.
Unbelievable.
That's
and
a
it was
problem.
it was hard. It's been hard. It's been difficult to get the average person to jump over onto a bike.
Okay.
Because we all know bikes are addictive, and it's good for our happiness. It's good for our body. It's good for everything. And that's like, you see bike riders get that, in the regular public will say, "Get that smirk off of your face." I'm sorry, man. I'm just happy. And so, bikes are a huge part of life. It's like I like to say it's the world's happiest invention.
Okay. Coming back to the Morel bike, is there a Gary Fisher factor on this bike? And if so, what is it?
Oh, well, yeah. I've got some ideas for that because I see bikes get set up the wrong way all the time. And I want to see it, easy to work on and everything. That's a big deal to me because I was a mechanic for such a long time.
Yeah.
All that. And I got some ideas with it. Like one of them is, the cables, what cables we use, which is less and less these days. But wires, cables, all that will be cut to length per size. Handlebars will be exactly for the size. And the mounting of the levers is very important, the position. So there'll be paint that you got to cover that up.
Yeah.
Right. To get it perfect. And then I can sell a harness basically of a collection of the cables, the hose, whatever wires and everything. And, because a lot of this whole thing of going in completely internal is just that we would ship bikes all the time with the longest cables and count on the jeweler to trim them down. And they would never trim them down, or rarely trim them down.
Yeah.
And then it's a big floppy mess.
Yeah.
And you see, especially with e-bikes.
Have to stuff it into the frame or something.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I got to replace this. Well, that'll be $250, please, when you route it through everything else and have to do all that. And then you have to have it worked on by a professional. Absolutely.
Okay.
So I want to make, things simpler again, but not lose the features. That's the thing. And what I mentioned before, we'll hardwire the rear derailleur in and the lights and everything. It's like my 17-year-old kid, and he's a hardcore mountain biker, road biker, the whole thing. And he loves the physiology and all that. He spends 45 minutes to an hour just getting his bike ready so he can ride it because there's 5 batteries on it. 5. You got to make sure they're all right and everything. It's like, no, man. No. We want to simplify things.
Okay. You talked about partnering with other companies and really spreading your idea how a battery could work.
Yeah.
Do we can we expect an Bosch e-bike featuring Morel battery in 3 years or so from now on?
Dude, I got a lot of friends. That's all I can say.
Okay.
I like people, and people run the companies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Klaus's old friends. Good man.
So, some greetings to Klaus.
Yep.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you
Always.
very much. Thanks for taking time. Thanks for being with us.
Always. I'm excited about what you're doing too.
No,
I am. It's like spread the word.
we are excited to
There
watch
is a
you,
future.
to watch Morel grow and see what's coming.
Yep.
Thanks. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Take care. Ride your bikes. Subscribe to the channel.
Ride your bike.
And thank you. buy